Greetings, YouTube. We're back for some more Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So last time we wrapped up a little bit of side quests. We hopped over. We're now helping out the Solarian team in some main quest stuff. We currently have split the party, which, not supposed to do, but the Solarians asked for one of my people, and Caden and Ashley both offered to go. I sent Ashley because, in my head, she's the better fighter, and Ashley said something about Caden needing to be there to arm the nuke. So that's how the teams got split up. I currently have Rex and Garrus with me because Rex was a little upset because Saren has apparently found a cure for the genophage, and Rex is a little bit torn on who he should be helping. We got out of a impossible situation by having enough renegade points, and managed to talk him down to where he's now still fighting with us. We have him in our immediate party just to keep an eye on him, though. We're going to hop back in and, you know, see how exactly it's going. And I think I paused like right in the middle of a fight, so we'll see. Nope, I did not. Yeah, post fight. We are all good.
Something scrambled. They're targeting. We got a shot. Chief Williams, take the heat off Manavai.
We we did that. We helped. Guess we came from here, came up here. If I remember right, there's nothing if we sneak over this way. The next one is we're just going to want to hit that satellite uplink. I don't think that there's any other stuff happening. Oh man, coming out of the waterfall, that was highly picturesque. Double check the map, make sure. Okay, we're sneaking through this way. Taking a slightly long way around, but that's all good. So, last episode, I kind of talked about it and chatted just in the aspect of, so Mass Effect 4 being set within the Milky Way galaxy, it's going to be taking place after the events of Mass Effect, 1, 2, and 3, and from what I've been reading, the kind of base world state that they're going with is the Renegade option. And so it's kind of interesting that we chose to play through Renegade because I hadn't seen that information until now.
Before the aircraft return.
But it's definitely going to be super curious to see like what decisions we're making now that might affect, what's going to be happening in the Mass Effect 4. And so I'm really excited to, come and play through with you guys. I don't know if that did anything, I just remember that those blow up. This is like a named place. Alright, nailed it. More stuff, good to go. Alright, so all of this stuff that we're doing is basically just trying to help our teammates. Want to make sure that we can give them the best possible chance to survive. So that exclamation's there, but I think it's because I blew up that satellite uplink tower. I did the good. But like, I'm really curious because I've never played Mass Effect through Renegade-wise. Like, I always end up, weaning out and end up playing Paragon. Just because I don't like hurting everybody's feelings. So I'm, like, super curious to see, just as we play, you know, what kind of changes happen in the game, you know, like what are we looking at that is going to be different, and kind of thinking about how they can affect the future, like what, you know, exactly choices we make, you know, just kind of speculating and having fun about, like, what, you know, could be some plot lines, what could be some stuff that kind of happens and goes on. Oof. That hurt. Oof. Alright, let's hit some cover while I get some health back real quick. Death Flyer's destroyed. Oh, hey, get up off the ground, my dude. Alright, so we're doing more stuff. We're helping out. Alright, I think that was all we needed here. Kind of nosing around. And so something I'm super excited about is, like, so on top of never having played Renegade before, I've only ever beat Mass Effect 3 the one time. So I've beaten Mass Effect 2 a billion times, and I'm always like, oh, you know, I'm going to play through and beat Mass Effect 2 in you know, to like prep myself and get the world state all built for playing, you know, the third game. And then I just never end up finishing it because I just, you know, I go so deep into the second game that, you know, it doesn't end up being a thing. But I'm excited because, you know, with the streams and that kind of stuff, I am like I'm fully committed. You know, I'm going to be sitting here, like it's going to happen. You know, I'm going to play through all the games. I'm going to do all the things. It really feels like this is going to have like a secret item or something back here. Nope. That day, it really did look like something special was supposed to be back here. Nah, that's lame. Oh well. Everybody's over there fighting and dying, and I'm just sitting here exploring. Oh, an upgrade kit. Nice. Take all that. You know, it does pay off to explore the random side bits every once in a while. Man, I'm getting myself so hyped up thinking about, you know, A, Mass Effect 4, and then also B, just being able to you know, play through these expansions that I've never gotten to play through. And like I know that the expansions were like a huge thing for you know, pretty infamously Mass Effect 3 came out and everybody threw a giant hissy fit about the ending, which I thought the ending was perfectly fine. I didn't have an issue with it. But, you know, a lot of people were really upset with it, and so they put out like a bunch of DLC for free to like retcon the ending. And I have never owned the DLC, so I've never gotten to do, you know, what everybody else did. I never, you know, got to try that out. So we got 2 facility entrances. We're already at this one, so we're going to take this one. But like, I'm super curious to see, you know, what exactly is in store for those expansions, because like, I don't know, like it has such a such a
We've got access to base security.
potential to be
We
like
should be able
just
to cut the alarms.
something special.
Might even be able to trigger alarms on the far side of the base. It'll clear out the guards for us, but they might be too much for the Salarian teams to handle.
Just disable the alarms. We can handle any guards inside.
Well, I mean, shit, I keep accidentally getting Paragon points because, like, so here's the thing, is like, yes, could I have sent all those people over to fight them? Yeah, totally, I could have. But, you know, I was wanting the XP, like, straight up, that was why I was, like, keeping them on this side. It's just, like, for murder hobo reasons of, like, oh no, I'll just kill them myself, like, why would I send them experience? Like, just let me keep the experience. It wasn't even like a thing of like, oh, you know, I don't want them to have to worry or deal with it. I want the experience for myself, man. I'm trying to level up here. I feel like I've just been building up. I have so much Paragon at this point. I'm not even trying. Okay, so trying to keep an idea of where we're at. Oh, sorry, intel report. Where's that? Hello. Yes, let me see what you are. That was nice and quick. Alright, it's just a codex entry.
Hello? Is someone out there?
We'll see about sneaking background this way. Hello. Oh damn, quick came out quick.
Middle ground, Williams. We don't want them to bunker up. Draw them out.
So something that I think would be kind of interesting is, I don't know. You guys can tell me if you have any interest in this or that kind of thing. But, so we've been getting lots of codex entries and that kind of stuff. And so basically what the codex entries are is it's kind of like lore on the world and that kind of stuff. And if you guys are interested, I might, once we beat the game, I might, if you guys think this would be a fun idea, I wouldn't be opposed to like sitting down as like a celebratory thing once we beat the game.
And you're not wearing a lab coat. I guess I'm glad to see you. Lieutenant Gonto Imnes of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment, captured during recon. I assume the fleet was called in to destroy the base?
I think it might be an interesting idea to sit down and read the codex entries, but at the same time, I also don't know if that would tickle everybody's fancy. So let me know if you think it would be worth, you know, me sitting down for, you know, 40 minutes or so to record, you know, me just reading the codex entries.
Everyone here is indoctrinated. You might be working for Saren.
My whole team was altered, but I was left alone as a control subject. And I still have my senses, although I almost wish I didn't. I watched good people reduced to mindless husks. There wasn't anything left. Others died during the experiments. I envy them.
Well, I mean, that's
If I let
kind
you
of
up,
messed up.
How do I know you won't just attack me?
It's obvious that I'm not crazed or drooling like the others. Let me out and I'll stay out of your way.
Sorry, I can't take that chance. I'm not opening your cell.
No, don't leave me here. Please.
I'm sorry, man, it's that renegade that they wanted me to do. Chat, you guys did this. You condemned an innocent man to death because you wanted renegade. As I talked about how excited I am to see, you know, the renegade playthrough because, you know, Mass Effect 4 is supposed to be taking place, you know, based on a renegade playthrough. Which, like, I have mad respect for the fact that, you know, they had the option of like, okay, do we create 2 world states for like a good guy ending and, you know, or not a good guy, a paragon and a renegade ending. And they, you know, just decided they're like, you know what? Let's just do one. And who knows, you know, this is all rumor, this is reports. So, you know, they might be working on a second world state. However, if I'm being honest, I think personally, I want them to pick one and go with it. Whatever one leaves the galaxy in a more interesting place, just pick that one and build the game for that, because I want the game to feel done. I want it to feel complete. I don't want to, you know, sit here. Now they're just shooting the door. I don't want it to feel like, you know, the game isn't as much of a game as it could be if they focused. And so, like, I don't want it to be like, oh, you know, it's a 20 or 30 hour campaign, but, you know, you can replay it and you can do the good guy or the bad guy ending. Like, at that point, I think I would just rather have them, you know, just not. I think I'd prefer if they just didn't. Just focus on one, give me like a really good quality story, rather than having to try and predict all the billions of choices the people had made, you know? Alright, boys, we're looking good. All of us got some pretty sick armor on. Let's go. Oof, I don't like the look of this. Don't let them release the people. Oh god, that's messed up, man. That's rude. Hello. Ah, my gun's still overheated. Heck, come on. Yeah, they got some, like, electric husks now. Electric Husk, the sequel. The one you didn't know you wanted, but they gave it to you anyways. Sneaky, sneaky. Alrighty, let's get moving. You know, I feel like this would be a spot where, you know, if I was to pick up some Krogan armor, it feels like this might be a place where I would get it. We got it happening way over here. This is the breeding facility entrance. We have the communication tower. Enable the AA guns. I'm assuming that that's going to be in the communication tower. We're gonna stick this direction. So, we can't even go that way yet, so yeah, it definitely is throwing us this way.
Don't shoot! Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late.
Everyone in this place is trying to kill me.
Do I look like a soldier? I'm a neuro specialist, and this job isn't worth dying over. Or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too.
Give me one reason I should help you.
I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in. See? Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
Sorry,
You conducted
lady.
brutal experiments on helpless test subjects. You helped Saren. You don't get to live.
I just did what I was told. I didn't have a choice. I'm sorry.
We're renegade,
Sorrow
baby.
doesn't help your victims.
No! No!
We're the harsh hand of the law. You know, being a Spectre, we gotta operate outside of the rules. And, you know, sometimes that means, you know, punishing people who, you know, were just going through with it. You know, because it's one of those that it's like, can't remember what the there was a psychology. I mean, there's a lot of psychology studies that are done that like kind of have little bits of inspiration in this. Kind of like the there's the Stanford prison study,
Commander,
and then
look over here.
there's
It's another beacon, like the one on Eden Prime.
ooh heck. There's the Stanford prison study where, they basically got a bunch of random college students, um, put some of them in charge, and others had to listen to them. Basically, some were, it was basically almost like a jail setting where like some of them were guards and some of them were prisoners, and it immediately descended and to a point to where like the like people like doing the research had to like come in and like end the study because the people who are guards were just like using so much power over the people who were the prisoners and that kind of thing, like just making them do terrible stuff, just like really embarrassing, like just like really cruel things. And it's just one of those that it's like, you put random people in power over other random people below them, and it's just like the theory that it will devolve into that, and just just like how it's one that obviously hasn't been able to be recreated, because of how poorly the first one went, but it's an interesting idea. And we're going to hop into this, then we're going to talk about the other psychology study that I think more properly fits the situation that we were just talking about with that chick. So it's super funny because how I have my system laid up is I have the screen that I capture, or the screen that I have the game on, my chat and recording stuff, and then over on the side I have my little I have a tablet set up that way I can like see chat a little bit better. And it's funny because each of them is on like a slightly different delay. So during that cutscene, it was like this one getting everything at the exact moment, this one slightly delayed, this one delayed, and so it was just like really funny seeing during that cutscene how weird and wonky it was ending up.
I get the feeling something bad is about to happen. You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Uh-oh.
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I don't think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am Sovereign.
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found. It's an actual Reaper.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You couldn't have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
Whatever your plan is, it's going to fail. I'll make sure of that.
Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy of my kind.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They're harvesting us. They're here to wipe us out.
Just so cool. Like, just as a concept and having it broken down to you like that, especially with that voice. Like, I know it's like super highly edited and that kind of thing, but it is like this robot like being that's talking to us. So I think it's really cool. Like bravo, they did a great job with that. That whole bit was great.
Where are the rest of the Reapers? Are you the last of your kind?
We are Legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot escape your doom.
What do you want from us? Slaves? Resources?
My kind transcends your very understanding. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. You cannot even grasp the nature of our existence.
Where did you come from? Who built you?
We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure.
You're not even alive. Not really. You're just a machine. And machines can be broken.
Your words are as empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
Well, that was rude.
Commander, we got trouble.
Lay it on me, Joker. I love bad news.
That ship's Sovereign? It's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half. It's coming your way, and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
This console's been disabled. Orders, Commander.
We'll head for the breeding facility. Time to blow this place to hell.
Right, Commander. I'll meet you there. Joker out.
I'm assuming we knocked out the AA again at this point. So it didn't seem like there was a real big confirmation on that. So I promised you guys a discussion of another psychology study that I felt, you know, was a bit, oh hello, was a bit more, you know, along the lines of how that lady was just talking about, like, hey, you know, I was just doing what I was told, that was the job.
Looks like Shadow picked a sensitive spot.
And,
Hold him.
heck, but so basically, the whole idea, I can't remember what the experiment was called. So if somebody wants to, you know, Google it, leave it in the comments or that kind of thing. Basic idea of it was they claimed they grabbed two random people, and the researcher randomly picked which one of them would be test subject A and which one of them would be test subject B. Except test subject B was actually an actor that was hired, and test subject A was actually the only person who was being, you know, looked at. And so what they would do is they would have test subject B, the actor, go into a room where they would be hooked up to a electric chair,
Nasty hole.
and the the whole idea was, or they claimed the study was to test that people responded and learned better from, like electroshock therapy, or like pain basically caused you to learn. And it brought out like you being more smart or whatever. And so the whole idea was they're like, okay, it's going to start off at this really, really tiny low voltage. And every time they get one wrong, you're going to shock them, and then you're going to turn it up to where you shock them with a higher voltage for each one that they get wrong. And, they basically, getting nailed here. Come on, guys, take him out. But, yeah, so basically, they would go through and they'd start, getting all of them right, that kind of thing, and then they would ease them into it. They would, they start at the low setting. And so they would sit there, and it's okay, it's not a really bad shock, don't worry about it. And so, they'd zap the person the first time they got something wrong. And then, as they would go, they would shock them with, a higher and higher...
Now it's our turn.
They would shock them with a higher and higher voltage. Until the point where the dial that they're swapping is, literally starting to, it's like, oh, we're getting close to, skull and crossbones, red section of the dial. And as they're, going up, the person, test subject B, the actor, would, start to call out in pain and that kind of thing. And, basically what happened is they then get to a point where they zap the person and they go to ask them the next question.
That's it. We need to clear the gate and send those charges.
The person wouldn't respond. And so then, the researcher who was in there with them, who was, supposed to be, in charge of the study or whatever. That was the wrong button. I wanted to send one of you over here. They would be like, oh, they didn't answer. That counts as an incorrect one. And they would, force them to zap them at the highest voltage, the skull and crossbones, the red section. And what they would do
Everyone bunker down. Bunker down.
Is every time the test subject A would be like, oh, they would start to show signs of not wanting to shock the person, the researcher would tell them oh, they signed up for this, they knew what they were doing, that kind of thing. And they would basically coerce and tell them to, just do it, just shock them, it's fine. And basically the results of the study was that people very easily, if told by somebody that they deem as an authority figure, if an authority figure tells them to do something that they think is wrong, or, even evil or bad, they will do it if told by an authority figure. And so it's a really interesting study, which, loops back into what that girl was saying. She was like, hey, I know I did all this terrible stuff, but I was just doing what I was told. And it's just the thought and the idea of how easily, humans can be convinced to do, heinous acts just because a authority figure told us to.
Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, can you read me?
Don't gotta yell, I'm right here.
The nuke is almost ready. Get to the rendezvous point, Williams.
Negative, Commander. The Geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. We'll never make the rendezvous point in time.
Hold tight. We're coming to get you.
Negative! Just make sure that nuke is set! We'll hold him as long as we...
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the bomb. Go get them and meet me back here.
You keep that nuke safe.
Okay, so Caden's staying behind, she's staying behind. Alright, so... Rex, you were doing okay. I think I have Liara and Garrus in, like, decent armor, so I'm gonna grab them, because I have been getting slapped around some, so... I'm hoping that this will maybe help out a little bit. Okay, so let's check pistols. Yes, that's not as good. However, the heat sink, much better. Ooh, and it gets 3. Interesting. No, let's actually, so I'm going to equip this even though it does less damage. And I'm going to hope that I can make up for it with this. Ooh, that heat dampening, that's nice. Okay, yeah, I think that was definitely worth it. Look at armor. That's worse. Alright, let's hop over to Liara, check her armor. Ooh, that's a lot better. Let's go with that one. Pistols for her. It's going to be better. So we're going to equip this guy also. And up here with that. Yes. How you doing? You still... Ooh, that's actually a better one. Wow, that's actually a really good one. Looks pretty cool too. Nice. Let's get you one of these. Hop over here. Get you a shield interface as well. Alrighty, let's see. We got some better assault rifles. Oh my god, that one's way better. Okay, so it unfortunately can't hold any upgrades, which is whatever, that's okay. Does a bunch of damage. Check his sniper. It does more. Oof. Yeah, we're definitely going with this guy. Alright, got us all buffed up. So where do they want us going? So we're here. The AA tower. That's also to the AA tower. Hope that one of these is going to be locked. And this one says it's got enemies over this way. So I'm going to assume, oh god. Did not want to be using that. Okay, so we're back to single fire now. It's like, oh man, this thing is like never going to overheat. That is amazing. That is super sick. Guys, we are looking good. And we got hashtag squad back. Alright guys, let's rock. I think this was the way we're supposed to go. Open this crate. Get some more gear.
Reinforcements. We better hurry.
Uh-oh.
Heads up, LT. We just spotted a troop ship headed to your location.
It's already here. There's gas pouring out all over the bomb site.
Can you hold them off?
There's too many. I don't think we can survive until you get here. I'm activating the bomb.
Alenko, what are you doing?
I'm just making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what. It's done, Commander. Go get Williams and get the hell out of here.
Screw that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Alenko.
Okay, so I have played this game before, so I know what's going on here. And I've said from the beginning, I'm not a fan of Ashley's character, whether it's in this game or the next two. So I'm going to rescue
Alenko,
Caden.
Radio Joker and tell him to meet us at the bomb site.
Yes, Commander.
You know it's the right choice, LT.
Fight hard, Chief. Die proud.
Aye, aye, Commander.
That is interesting. 2 renegade points. Only 2 for telling my person, to go get themselves killed, Alright. Guys, how am I supposed to do a squad if I have this in my way? I guess it still kind of works. Squad, 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 squad. Damn these short elevators. Don't got any squad time anymore. It's okay, they don't even want to talk to me. They just hang out all quiet. Sad. Man, he got launched. Woo, woo, boy, am I taking hits. Alright, I'm pretty sure the bomb is like way up top here. Hello?
Commander, set that nuke and get out. We can't hold them. Damn it. Suppressing fire. Cover your flank. Cover your...
That hurdle though. Well, that just seems like it's not fair.
My Geth were utterly convinced the Salarians were the real threat. An impressive diversion. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
This isn't complicated. You'll do anything to get power. Even joining with the Reapers.
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead. But what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? Is submission not preferable to extinction?
I'd rather die than live under the rule of those machines.
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives could be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign. Though I was aware of the dangers, I had hoped this facility could protect me.
So, something I'm going to point out right here, chat, that I think is so interesting is just the fact that the character design of Saren, and like just look at all of the bits and pieces of him that are like he has become almost as much robot as he is like living machine. It's just like really interesting to like kind of see that his character design just speaks so much about, you know, like what his character is going through and that kind of stuff of like, you know, becoming one with the machine and kind of like serving it.
You're like every other poor bastard in this place. A tool Sovereign can use, then cast aside.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
I'm not like you. I'd rather die fighting than live as a slave.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
I mean, the thing is, I just don't believe that Sovereign would actually, you know, let him. I don't know. Like, I don't think Sovereign is actually, you know, going to do that. Like, once he gets everything he wants from Saren, like, Saren's gone. That threw me for a second. Oh, that robo buff miss. Let him go. We got a bomb to set. Aiden, my man, how you doing? Poor Caden.
Everybody, hang on.
He's like sitting there. He's like, Shepard, I'm not that hurt. Shepard, put me down. It's like, no, Caden, let me carry you.
I can't believe that Ash didn't make it. How could we just leave her down there?
We had to leave her behind. Saren has to be stopped, at any cost.
But why me? Why not her?
I don't want you questioning yourself like this, man. It's all good. We're sticking with
Lieutenant
Renegade.
Alenko, I am your commanding officer. I did what I had to do. Don't question my orders.
I'm sorry, Commander. You saved my life. I'm grateful for that. But if I'd done my job, we should have been able to save her.
Get it together, soldier. Ash's blood is on Saren's hands. And when we find that son of a bitch, I'll make him pay.
Yes, sir. We'll get it done.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those pieces together.
Liara just never given up on the fact that I rejected her. She's like, I mean, maybe more brain stuff? Like, can I play in your head, please, Shepard? Shepard, please?
You want to join our minds again, don't you? Okay, go ahead.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. incredible. I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect myself.
Not the only thing intense about, mind melding with an Asari.
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos! That is why Saren needed to find the Mu relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
We need to get to Ilos.
Let's
Forget it.
do it.
The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
Allie, come on,
The
you know that
conduit's
won't
on
stop me.
Ilos, and that's where Saren is heading. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the Council. We need a fleet to... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
They're not going to believe any of this. Not without proof. We'd just be wasting our time.
Aye, aye, Commander. Sovereign will be sitting on Citadel's roof before those bastards will listen to us.
Council's not cool, man. They never wanted us to be a part of them. Now that we are, look where they got us. Sending us out on missions, getting our squad killed. Not cool. But, you know what? I'm now realizing, hey, we're gonna hop over like this. We're gonna come over like this. I'm gonna say, hey, what's up, YouTube? So, this video has ended up much longer than my typical ones. But, hey, you wanna catch the full, stream where, I've recorded a couple of videos during that time. That's over at the GlintingRuffian Twitch channel. Of course, if you're watching this after the fact, hey, you're on the GlintingRuffian YouTube channel. Why not, hop in, watch, some of the other videos I got going there. Trying to, have multiple series going at once. That way you guys can, enjoy a plethora of things. Like, comment, subscribe. Just share with your friends, family, maybe cool coworkers or whatever. And, hey, I appreciate you watching. If you want to catch some highlights, that's over on TikTok. If you want to, follow me on Twitter, hey, that's at GlintingRuffian. And, yeah. So anyways, I appreciate you watching, over on YouTube. So, thank you very much. And, bye, YouTube.